When you enter the NHL draft as the son of an established superstar for the Toronto Maple Leafs, there's a lot of pressure on you. And Ryan Sittler was a good player, although not worthy of a top 10 selection in the 92 NHL Entry draft. He was taken 7 overall by the Flyers, and were it not for a series of devastating injuries in his career, he would have been a decent NHLer, but that ship flew, as we say, before he even got there. Now, Ryan Sittler, born in London, Ontario, to the great Darryl Sittler. He's also the brother of former Team USA player Megan Sittler. Although, again, born in London, he grew up in Buffalo, thus established himself as part of the Team USA program. Now, he became, when he was selected in 92, he was the first father and son selected in the top 10 in the draft's history. Now, his selection came from a really strong season with Nichols High School in New York, with 48 points in 22 games at that elite level. And all the proceeds showing 6'2", 195, he would have been a good forward. Now, he eventually decided to go to university route and played college hockey for the Michigan Wolverines, and also played in the line with the great Brendan Morrison during his sophomore season. When he left Michigan after his sophomore season, he decided to turn pro, but again, the series of major injuries prevented him from ever playing the NHL, and eventually cut his career short at age 25. Now, he turned pro with the Hershey Bears in 1995, where he had 9 points in 42 games, and of all teams, he played for the Johnstown Chiefs that year of the EHL with 2 points in 1 game. 96, he split time with the Hershey Bears and the Mobile Mystics of ECHL. 96, found himself with the ECHL's Raleigh Ice Caps, and also played with the St. John's Maple Leafs of the AHL. 97, back in the AHL with the Baltimore Bandits, where he had 26 points in 66 games, and had his lone playoff goal in the AHL postseason that year. 98, he played with the South Carolina Stingrays of the ECHL with 12 goals and 15 assists for 27 points. And 99, played with the Charlotte Checkers when he had 3 goals, 9 assists for 12 points. So 121 games AHL, 111 ECHL. Played at 2 World Juniors for Team USA. His best campaign was in 93. We had 5 points in 7 games. And also played in 94 Worlds with 1 game in that campaign. Now, eventually, he became the director of youth hockey at the Palm Beach Ice Works, and he currently lives in Palm Beach with his very, very beautiful extended family, which includes Heather, Luke, Alec, and Braden. So again, you can't really criticize Sittler for getting injured, but if anything, he should have been given a couple more years season, maybe in junior hockey in Ontario or the Quebec League or out west, to see what his value was. He would have been a good, two-way defensive forward. He did have skill. I saw him play in Hershey, and like I said, there was some talent there, but with a name Sittler on the back, that's a lot of pressure. But I really don't think the Maple Leaf fans had pressure on him, but the Flyer fans had pressure on him because, of course, Darryl had come over in the that big trade, and Darryl was still considered a great player when he was with Philadelphia. So it's a matter of not getting it done where a lot of people thought he could have got it done. But just like Brett Lindros, injuries can take you out. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the short story of the very talented but a very short-lived career of Ryan Sittler. If you like what we're doing here, we're our vintage Toronto Maple Leaf podcast. Just to remind everybody, I've banned or will not be doing any more podcasts on the modern Leafs because they lose so consecutively over the last number of years. They're not worth my time and your time. But I'll gladly talk about the vintage Toronto Maple Leafs, which will end, of course, with the 93 season. There will be no more podcasts from 93 on unless I can help it. You might get a special request or do it, but this is more on the Flyers. So, again, this reaches our deadline. Nothing after 93 from now on the Maple Leafs. And if you are a Maple Leaf fan listening to the channel, you might as well delete me now because you will never hear another podcast about the Leafs after 1993. Thanks for listening. Bye.